The biggest question I get asked, and it probably happens a couple times a week from people reaching out thinking about relocating to Santa Rosa is, Danny, what is better, east side of Santa Rosa or the west side of Santa Rosa? And that's exactly why I'm making this video. Today, we're going to be going over everything the east side of Santa Rosa offers you versus the west side of Santa Rosa. And I mean everything. I'm going to be giving you home prices, schools in the area, amenities, things to do, places to eat, downtown, no downtown, and much, much more. What's up, guys? My name is Danny M. Cronin, and if this is your very first time to my channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. I drop a video once a week, every single week, all having to do with living in Sonoma County. And if you don't know by now, I am a full-time real estate agent. So if you have any real estate related questions at all, please do feel free to reach out. Call me, text me, email me, whatever is most convenient for you. And if you want to take that a step further, please consider scheduling a Zoom call with me. I do it all the time, and it is the best thing you could possibly do if you want more information. So the link for that is down below. And with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Okay, so first things first, let's give you the lay of the land here just a little bit. And dive into a little bit more context. So the east side of Santa Rosa is home to probably the more predominant neighborhoods in all of Santa Rosa. We have neighborhoods like Fountain Grove, Proctor Terrace, Montecito Heights, Murdoch Terrace, the JC neighborhood, Ridgeway neighborhood, just to name a few there. The west side of town is divided just a little bit differently. There are names to different neighborhoods on this side of town, but for the most part, we just consider this all of west side Santa Rosa. But there are definitely a couple to name here. Number one is Coffey Park, made famous after the unfortunate 2017 Tubbs fire. So basically today, every single home essentially is going to be brand new in this subdivision. Next to that, we have Roseland neighborhood, and then of course we have the Copperfield neighborhood situated on the west side of Santa Rosa. The east side of Santa Rosa is definitely known for the top neighborhoods in Santa Rosa, and next to that, it's known for convenient downtown Santa Rosa access. If you have not done any research on downtown, I highly recommend you do so. But the great thing about west side Santa Rosa, east side, and basically all of Santa Rosa is everything is so close. The city's population is right around 250,000 people, so really the place isn't all that big. The further west you go in Santa Rosa, the more rural property you will have. One of the roads that comes to mind is Hall Road, which is basically an extension off of West 3rd. If you were just to keep on traveling west, there are some absolutely gorgeous ranch-style homes out there with tons of land. So let's dive into the school section here a little bit for both neighborhoods, starting with the west side of Santa Rosa. This is home to Helen Lehman Elementary School, Jack London Elementary School, Pioneer High School, Comstock Middle, and Elsie Allen High School, just to name a few. Now, for more information on these schools, specifically if you're thinking about relocating here with a family and you want to make sure you are in this school district to have your children go to this school, definitely go to the City of Santa Rosa school districts, or even call the school. What I was doing when I was trying to figure out where we were going to put my son is I would just call a school and have them look up if I lived in the area where they would allow him and not have to do an inter-district transfer. Even though we ended up doing that, it was not a hassle at all. So the best thing you can do in this situation, if you just simply don't know, because it's very complicated how the city does their lines with school districts and where kids can go depending on where they live, is very confusing, and they change it quite often. So the best thing to do here is do your research on some schools, look up some reviews. They're all over online, very easy to access, and then simply call those schools and see if your child will be able to attend. Schools on the east side, starting with the #1 rated school, that is Austin Creek Elementary. We then have Hidden Valley Elementary, Maria Carrillo High School, Santa Rosa Middle School, just to name a few. Now getting into the fun stuff here a little bit, what are some things to do on the east side of Santa Rosa? You know, this really depends on what you are interested in and whereabouts you live. Again, Santa Rosa is really not all that big. So east side of Santa Rosa, downtown, it's right there. And then on the other side of that is the west side of Santa Rosa. So in terms of downtown and wanting to be close to downtown, you can really get away with that living on the east side or on the west side. But if you are on the east side, things that are definitely close to you are places like Spring Lake. This is the top attraction for my family and a lot of people relocating here. I know that. Especially in the summertime, they have movie nights set up on the grass area there. They have a wonderful park for children to play at. And then not to mention all the trails that they have here. Hiking, biking, running, walking. You can bring your dog and explore. It's truly a great place to hang out. Then we have Safari West just up the road a little bit. 10-15 minute drive from there. That is home to 1,000 animals, and it's absolutely incredible. If you want a night where you can spend outside with animals just roaming around you, this is the place to go. They have tents, they have little cottages, you can do day trips there. Absolutely incredible. It's like a zoo, but one you can stay the night at. Another fun spot to explore is the 6th Street Playhouse that's located in the Railroad Square neighborhood, very close to the West End neighborhood, situated downtown, but still kind of close to the east side of Santa Rosa. This is a great place to go to if you're into theater, if you're into arts. They do a lot of local acts here at this place, and it's just a fun night to hang out. And on top of that, you're in Railroad Square, so you have access to a number of different shopping centers, great restaurants. One of our favorites over there is Jackson's Bar and Grill. Definitely a hot spot to go to. They have barbershops there, they have antique shops there, and overall it's just a beautiful older section of downtown Santa Rosa. If you're looking for things to do on the west side of Santa Rosa, I spoke about this in another video I made a couple weeks ago. The Finley Swim Center has just received a full-on facelift. So now the park has splash pads, they have water guns that kids can play with, they have lap pools, they have a baby pool, they have a huge pool, and there's just so many fun things to do at Finley Swim Center now. I remember when I was a kid, it was not this cool at all. They just basically had one pool, and it was like a lap pool. So there wasn't even really much you can do there. And nowadays they're holding swim lessons for young kids. We took our son there for a couple lessons. Fantastic. Was very, very happy with the experience there. So Finley Swim Center, definitely a place to check out if you're thinking of west side. If you have kids and they love going to parks, the west side of town is definitely going to be calling your name. We have a place to play park situated on the west side of town, and it is fantastic. They have about 6 to 8 different soccer fields there. They have a little racetrack for RC cars, a huge grassy area to walk around in, play area for the kids. And it's just a great place to go to if you're thinking about relocating to the west side and wanting to be close to parks. This is definitely one of the more predominant parks on the west side of town in terms of space. They also have a dog park there, which is phenomenal. They separate the big dogs and the little dogs so they can all have fun without the parents stressing out. Now, switching gears here a little bit, talking about price points. The east side of Santa Rosa, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, more predominant neighborhoods here, more historic neighborhoods. And with that comes a higher price tag, of course. So the average median sale price on the east side of Santa Rosa is right around $800,000 versus the west side of Santa Rosa, which is right around $700,000. And I always find this a little bit confusing when doing my research here and looking at the numbers, because that will just lead you to believe every home on the west side of Santa Rosa is $700,000, which is simply not the case. There are several amazing neighborhoods on the west side of Santa Rosa where you can get in single family home, not talking about condos here, right around the $600,000 mark. Doing that on the east side is more of a challenge. I remember for the longest time, the JC neighborhood was right around $600,000 to get in. Nowadays, it's closer to $750,000, $800,000. So just goes to show you equity and how much homes really appreciate on the east side and the west side for that matter. But you can still, if you're looking to, maybe this is your first purchase, maybe you are a young new family and you're thinking of just getting your foot in the door here in the Sonoma County real estate sector, I would definitely check out the west side of Santa Rosa if you are more budget friendly and still have access to so many amazing things. But looking at the numbers, I know it's very confusing, but the west side of Santa Rosa is a little bit more affordable when it comes to home prices versus the east side. I have to interrupt the video real quick to let you know I just released a brand new Sonoma County relocation guide. Inside of here is everything you're gonna need to know if you are thinking about moving to Sonoma County. So if you want a copy of this, the comment down below that's pinned, It takes you to a link where you have to just give me your email address and I will shoot one of these over to you very quickly. Also, it's in the description box below. So make sure to download one of these. This is definitely going to be something you will get value from. So overall, are there huge differences with the east side of Santa Rosa versus the west side of Santa Rosa? Absolutely, but it's all dependent on what you are looking for, right? And it's very hard to sit here and compare one side of town to another side of town when I don't really know who I'm talking to here. I don't know if you're retired, if you are a young family, if you need to be close to parks, if you could care less about parks. And we didn't even talk about Oakmont, Wild Oak, which is situated on the east side of Santa Rosa, way out on Highway 12. Oakmont is a senior community. Wild Oak is a community that's all age but gated. So very, very, very nice part of town over there. So it's really hard to, pin down an area that's good for you. The only way I can do that is if you were to reach out. All my contact information is down below. Call me, text me, email me, whatever is most convenient for you. And let me help you decide if Santa Rosa or Sonoma County, for that matter, is an area that you will want to be in and enjoy, more importantly. So the last thing I hate doing is having people move out here and then they get cold feet and then they end up wanting to go back. And we all know how that goes when we're relocating to a new area. It's not always easy to get back to the area we once were in. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Again, I drop one video every single week about living in Sonoma County. And if there's anything at all I can do for you, again, all my contact information is down below. And if you guys want to go a little bit deeper here and really allow me to help you determine if Santa Rosa and Sonoma County is the best area for you, schedule a Zoom call. Very easy and convenient to do. And I love getting to know all of you and ultimately just seeing how I can help. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.